The movie begins by showing a young man named Lon Lin who lives in a village by the sea with his parents and 6 young siblings. To survive and help his parents, Lon Lin used to go to the seaside to catch some fish to eat and sell to the market. Since childhood, Lon Lin was used to living independently and had grown into a brave and responsible young man. Moreover, he is also known as a friendly young man to the orphans in his village and often plays with them every time he finishes fishing in the sea. Every day, Lon Lin never forgets to come over to his girlfriend, Xiaoye, a beautiful girl he loves very much. He always visits her house, located in the opposite village, to vent his longing for Xiaoye and give some of the fish caught in the sea to her mother. Unfortunately, even though Lon Lin had tried hard to make Xiaoye happy, her mother didn't seem to like the closeness between her daughter and him. Xiaoye's mother thought of Lon Lin as a village youth with no future because he was just an ordinary fisherman from a poor family, so she didn't support Xiaoye and Lon Lin's relationship at all. One night, an army of pirates suddenly came to the village where Xiaoye lived and began to carry out a massacre in the village. The pirate squad led by the red-haired man ruthlessly killed the villagers inhumanely and took the girls in the village hostage. They damaged property belonging to residents and burned people's houses to seize property belonging to villagers. Xiaoye, who saw all the chaos, rushed to find her mother and intended to invite her to run away from that place. But when she witnessed before her own eyes when the pirate troops killed her mother, Xiaoye could only cry and shout for her mother. Xiaoye tried to fight against the youth of the pirate squad who had killed her mother, but the young man's strength was far greater than hers. The young man could easily push her back, causing her to be thrown very hard. When the pirate squad realized Xiaoye's beauty, they decided to take her hostage to be used as a slave in their headquarters later. The following day, when Lon Lin left the house, he saw a lot of smoke rising in the sky from the direction of the village where Xiaoye lived. He realized the village might have been attacked by pirates, so he immediately rushed to Xiaoye village to save his girlfriend and the villagers. Unfortunately, it's too late, the villagers have been killed, and the situation in the middle of the village was ravaged by attacks from pirate troops last night. When Lon Lin tried to check Xiaoye's house, he only found Xiaoye's mother dead and failed to find Xiaoye anywhere. Lon Lin also found Xiaoye's handkerchief lying on the ground. He could only shout her name and put the handkerchief away. The next day, Lon Lin wandered downtown to find Xiaoye because he was sure she was still alive. He said goodbye to his parents and siblings before finally leaving for the city center by walking through dense forest and some steep roads. Besides finding Xiaoye, Lon Lin is determined to become a Navy soldier to protect his villagers from pirate attacks in the future. The journey that Lon Lin had to take was far enough that the food he had prepared had run out, and he had to drink river water to survive. A few days later, Lon Lin started to run out of energy and limp because he hadn't eaten for several days. When he found a house in the middle of the forest, he went to the house to ask for help and some food. However, because the owner of the house did not give an answer, Lon Lin ate some dumplings and drank the water in front of the house. Not long after Lon Lin ate the bun, an old man in white suddenly appeared and attacked him from behind, causing him to fall to the ground. Lon Lin apologized to the old man because he had been presumptuous to take the food and drink without permission. After the old man learns that Lon Lin is an adventurer starving, he understands him and orders him to leave. Just as Lon Lin was about to walk away from that place, he realized that the old man was a formidable swordsman after remembering all the attacks he had previously carried out. Lon Lin begged the old man to teach him kung fu martial arts so that he could become stronger and protect the villagers from attacks by pirate troops. At first, the old swordsman refuses to teach him for no apparent reason, but after he sees the sincerity in Lon Lin, the old swordsman decides to accept him as his disciple. The next morning, Lon Lin began to practice martial arts with the swordsman and learned various martial attack techniques. Lon Lin trains very hard every day, and slowly, his fighting ability is improving greatly. After undergoing long training for several weeks, Lon Lin finally managed to master all kung fu martial arts techniques and was able to match the abilities of the old swordsman. To appreciate Lon Lin's hard work, the warrior gave him a powerful bamboo flute and a silver badge. The next day, after Lon Lin arrived at a market in the middle of the city, he accidentally saw a robber who stole a girl's wallet, so he immediately chased the robber. With his speed and ability, he can easily catch the young man who did the robbery and return the wallet to the girl. After that, Lon Lin came to the government military office to enlist to become a Navy soldier. Unfortunately, that year's naval enlistment period had ended, so he had to wait until the following year to enlist. Lon Lin left the office disappointed and started walking towards the crowd of people looking at the news on the public bulletin board. From the notice board, he knew that the city leader was currently holding a competition to catch one of the pirate leaders, Hai Long, known to have robbed ships from merchants. Not long after, a mysterious young man suddenly slipped into the crowd and took the announcement paper for the competition. Lon Lin, who felt suspicious, approached the young man and asked why he had taken the announcement paper. The young man named Chen Long explained that he planned to be able to win the competition alone so he could get money from the prize that had been promised by the city leader. Lon Lin offered to help him capture Hai Long because he wanted to find out more information about the pirate squad. Lan Lin promised he would not take any prize money and let Chen Long take all the prizes. From then on, they agreed to work together and started hunting for the leader of the pirate squad together. The next day, Chen Long and Lan Lin went to the docks to look for a cargo ship belonging to someone named Jia. They believe that Jia knows information about shipping routes frequented by pirate ships so they can find the location of the main headquarters of the pirate army. At the same time, Liu Xin, who had been helped by Lan Lin in the past, was supervising the clothing trade on the pier. Liu Xin was surprised by Lan Lin, who looked confused and approached him to ask what he was doing in that place. Lan Lin and Chen Long informed that they were actually looking for information on the shipping routes of all the ships anchored at the pier, hoping they could find out the shipping routes of the pirate troop ships. Coincidentally, Liu Xin had a map of the shipping trade ships around the pier and knew the routes of the merchant ships that were often robbed by the pirate troops. After studying the ship's route on the map, Lan Lin knew that it was most likely that the headquarters of the pirate army was located on an island near the village of Bayou. Lan Lin and Chen Long agreed to go to the island and said goodbye to Liu Xin. Before leaving for Bayou village, Lan Lin and Chen Long went to the blacksmith to pick up Chen Long's weapon in the form of a spear. Meanwhile, Lan Lin will only rely on his kung fu martial arts skills and a flute that was once given by an old swordsman. The next day, when they walked through the forest to Bayou village, they rested at a small shop in the middle of the forest to buy some food. Shortly after they arrived at the tavern, the woman who owned the tavern ordered her subordinates to prepare delicious food because soon there would be a special guest who would come. It turns out that the special guest referred to by the woman is Hai Long, and his submerged troops are wanted by the city leaders after the merchant ship robbery incident. Chen Long, who was feeling scared, decided to leave the shop while Lan Lin recklessly approached Hai Long to ask where Xiao Ye was. Disturbed by Lan Lin's presence, Hai Long ordered his men to kill him so that a fight between them could no longer be avoided. Chen Long returned to the tavern after his horse suddenly stopped and hinted that Lan Lin was currently in need of help. After a fierce battle, Lan Lin and Chen Long finally defeated Hai Long and his army. Lan Lin beheaded Hai Long to hand it over to the city leader as proof that he and Chen Long had successfully completed the contest mission the other day. In the afternoon, Chen Long and Lan Lin went to the city leader's office to hand over Hai Long's head, and then they were invited into the city leader's house to celebrate their success. That night, when Chen Long and Lan Lin were drinking with the city leader, they suddenly fell unconscious because it turned out the city leader had put sleeping pills in their drinks. It turned out that the city leader had deceived them and deliberately held a competition without any intention of paying any prizes. After that, the city leader went to the pier to hand Chen Long and Lan Lin over to the pirate squad because it turned out that the city leader did have a secret deal with them. The city leader had agreed to hold the contest to show a good image in front of the public. In exchange, he would give many prizes to the pirate squad, including handing over the person who had killed Hai Long. When Chen Long and Lan Lin were tied to the pirate ship's mast, the pirate squad's eldest leader tormented them with sword slashes. Xiao Ye, who saw that, felt very sympathetic and decided to help the two of them so that they could escape from the ship. After successfully escaping safety, Xiao Ye treated the wound on Lan Lin's back. Lan Lin, knowing that Xiao Ye was still alive, felt very touched because he was finally able to meet his girlfriend again. That night, Lan Lin, Chen Long, and Xiao Ye began to plan a strategy to deal with the pirate attack the next day. Lan Lin was sure that the pirate army would attack their village again the next day, so they had to invite all the villagers to fight the pirate army together. Unfortunately, when Lan Lin and the others invited the residents and the others to cooperate, they rejected the plan and preferred to prepare to flee elsewhere. Fortunately, the youths in the village were willing to help Lan Lin and the others, so they used the available resources to set up various traps around the village. After setting some traps, they were ready in their respective positions to await the arrival of the pirate troops. The next day, when the pirate troops came riding their horses, the youths in the village took out all their traps to hinder the pirate troops' movement. Just as the entire pirate army was getting overwhelmed, Lan Lin, Xiao Ye, and Chen Long began to use the opportunity to attack the enemies. During the fight, the villagers came in droves with their spears and helped Lan Lin's troops to fight the pirate army. After a long battle, Lan Lin and the villagers finally defeated the pirate army and took them all to prison. The next day, Lan Lin received word from Liu Xin that Xiao Ye had left for the pirate base island to rescue the hostages. She said she would stay on the island with the hostages to prevent criminal groups from entering. The moral that can be learned from this movie is that every good effort we make to help many people will always bring kindness back to us.